the Seattle Seahawks hit the road and took on the Washington Commanders for Week 9's Sunday Night Football game. When the dust settled, the Seahawks came away with the 38-14 win. Seattle absolutely dominated the game from the opening kickoff. The Seahawks ended the first quarter up 7-0, but then took advantage of a touchdown, instant turnover, instant touchdown situation to score 14 points in about 11 seconds to get up 21-0 earlier. Even though it was early in the second quarter, it felt like the game was over, and hindsight proved that it was. The Seahawks offense continued to be a problem with quarterback Sam Darnold throwing for 330 yards with 4 touchdowns and an interception. Wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba tallied his 4th straight game with at least 100 receiving yards, finishing with 129 yards on 8 receptions. For Washington, the offense struggled. The Commanders didn't have Terry McLaurin, and Luke McCaffrey got hurt on the opening kickoff. The story of the game for Washington went from concerns over their struggles and lack of adjustments to concerns for quarterback Jayden Daniels. He was slung to the ground midway through the 4th quarter, and his arm got caught under him and bent the wrong way. Daniels was quickly taken to the locker room and could miss an extended period of time. The Sporting News tracked live scores, updates and highlights for Week 9's Sunday Night Football matchup between Seattle and Washington. Seahawks vs. Commanders updates. Highlights from Week 9 Sunday Night Football. Seattle ran the ball 3 times for a combination of 9 yards. The Seahawks punted after a quick 3-and-out. After the injury to Daniels, Marcus Mariota came into the game. Washington largely just focused on running the clock out. The Commanders didn't pass on their final 7-play, 39-yard drive, and the game ended 38-14. Krosky Merritt picked up 5 yards, and then Daniels found Bates for 10 yards before JCM had another carry, this time for 1 yard. Daniels found Bill for a gain of 3, and Seattle was flagged for taunting. The Washington quarterback then connected with Burks for 14 yards and Samuel for 5. Krosky Merritt then lost a yard, bringing up 3rd and 6. Daniels found Lane for a gain of 7 for the fresh set of downs. With 1st and goal from the 6-yard line, Washington went with Rodriguez, who picked up 4. Daniels went to scramble, but was grabbed and spun to the ground. It looked like his leg got caught at a bad angle, and he was in a lot of pain. It turns out that Daniels injured his left arm. It was put into a cast, and he was escorted off the field. We aren't going to embed the injury, as it is very gruesome with his arm bending the wrong way. If you decide you want to see it, you can see it here. Following the injury timeout, Rodriguez ran the ball up the middle for 4 yards. The 4th quarter began was a punt, and we can now expect to see a lot of running from Seattle to drain that clock. Charbonnet had back-to-back carries for a combined 6 yards, and then Walker picked up 2. The Seahawks drained about 2.5 minutes off the clock, and then punted it back to Washington.